Hello student, in last video we came to know what is the Le Chatelier principle. Now let us discuss examples on Le Chatelier principle. Okay. Now here we have sample questions. That is what? Does the number of moles of reaction products increase, decrease or remain same when each of the following equilibria is subject to decrease in pressure? Okay. Decrease in pressure by increase the volume. Okay, you know very well we have the pressure and volume having the inverse relation, isn't it? Okay, now what is the question here? Decrease in pressure means pressure is going to be here, pressure is going to be decreased. Then what is it? As we know very well, once the pressure is decreases means the reaction has to proceed where the number of moles are going to be increases. Okay, now let us see first example what we have here. So here if you see 1 mole of PCl5 is going to convert 1 mole of PCl3 and 1 mole of Cl2. Okay. So if you see the number of total number of moles of reactant, how many are there? 1. Now number of products, how many are there? Number of moles of product, we have the 2 moles. Okay. So according to our condition, what happened? If pressure is decreases means the reaction proceeded in increase in number of moles. Okay. So here if you see in the forward direction, it is going to increase the number of moles. So the reaction is favorable for what? In a forward reaction, or you can tell either towards the what? Right hand side. Okay. Right hand side. Okay. Now let us see the next example. So second example again what here? See here we have the value discussed in case of heterogeneous what happened. Okay, there is a effect of solids and liquid, there won't be effect on the what? Pressure. Okay, now here first example all we have the gases, so we don't have any problem. But in this example what happened? Calcium oxide is a solid, calcium carbonate is a solid. Okay, so we have the only one reactant, so it indicate means what? There is a no effect of pressure. Okay, we don't have any effect of pressure on the above reaction. Okay, so already in the case we discuss here increase in pressure. If increase in pressure told me the number of moles, gases moles are less, at that time what? The reaction is shift towards the more number of moles. If pressure is decreases means what happened? The number of moles are where less, it is going to shift at that side. Okay, simply as we told, pressure increases means the reaction shift towards the number of moles is less. If pressure is decreases, the reaction shifted where the number of moles are more. Okay, now let us go for next example. So what we have next example here? Okay, which of the following reaction will affected by? Okay, now increase in pressure. Previous example it is what? Decrease in pressure. Now it is a what? Increase in pressure. Okay, and along with that what is a given? Also mention whether change will cause the reaction to go into forward or backward reaction. First asking is it going to affect or not. After that it is asking the direction of reaction, is it or forward or backward. Okay, now let us see the first example what we have. COCl2. Okay, gas, it is a gas, gives rise to CO plus Cl2, it is also gas. Okay, so gases all are in the homogeneous, so gases are there, so definitely pressure effect will be there. Now let us see the now number of moles here. So if you see 1 mole of this is reactant, we have the 1 mole, carbon monoxide 1 mole, this is 1 mole. So total number of products how many moles? 2 moles. Now number of moles of reactant how many moles? 2 moles. So our condition here what? Pressure is going to be increases. Our question is what? Pressure is going to increases means we have to show the direction where the number of moles are going to be decreases. Okay. First thing what is there here? The pressure effect is there, that means definitely we have the pressure effect in that. Okay, affected by pressure. So direction where it is means it is going the reverse direction, means what? Backward reaction is favorable. Okay, why? Because means our condition is what they ask, pressure is increased, means we have to show the direction where the number of moles are going to be decreases. So it is favorable for what? Backward reaction. Okay, let us see the next example. So next example what we have? 1 mole of methane gas, 2 moles of S2 gives rise to 1 mole of carbon disulfide, 2 moles of H2S. Okay. Now let us see total number of moles here. How many we have? 3 moles of reactant. Okay. And 3 moles of product is there. Okay. So here So number of moles of reactant and product are both are same. So here what happen, if number of moles of both are same at the reactant and products, there is a no effect of the pressure. Okay, so by because mean here number of moles of 3 and number of moles of total number of moles of products also 3. So here there is no effect of pressure. Now let us see the next example. So here next what we have 1 mole of carbon dioxide, and here we have solid is there. Okay, and now again gas. So here again here if you see, so here what happened, so 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is a solid, we are not going to consider. So we have 2 moles of, okay, CO, that is a gas. So total number of gases, number of moles how many, 2, here how many, 1. Okay, so what is our condition, pressure is increases. Pressure is increases mean we have to show the direction where the number of moles are going to be decreases. So now it is going to what, backward direction, nothing but CO is converted into CO2 plus C. So reaction is favorable, backward reaction are towards the left. Okay, now let us see the next what we have here. Next example. So here what we have, 4 moles of ammonia, that is a gas, react with the 5 moles of oxygen gives rise to 4 moles of NO and 6 moles of H2O. Okay, now let us see total number of moles, how many here, products 10 moles. Okay, total number of reactants, how many here, we have 9 moles. Okay, so there is a difference in the number of moles, that there is a effect of pressure. Now let us predict the direction of reaction. Okay, so what is the condition however given, increase in pressure. Increase in pressure means you have to show the direction where the number of moles are going to be decreases. So here, so where is going to decrease, at the backward reaction. So it is a possible, you can call as a what, if it is a both are all are backward reaction or towards the left hand side or reverse reaction, all are same. Okay, reverse reaction, all are indicate means same. So it is shifting the word towards the left or it is favorable backward reaction. Let us see the another example. Here what is given, how will an increase in pressure affect each of the following equilibria, and what increase in temperature also. They are asking about the both. Okay, here we have the effect of pressure is there and temperature is there, and that too both are increase in pressure, increase in temperature. Okay, now let us see the first question. Here what we have, 2 moles of ammonia gives rise to 1 mole of nitrogen, 1 mole of 3 moles of hydrogen. Okay, so once we are talking about the pressure means here what is our condition, we have to see the number of moles. Pressure is increases means we have to shift the reaction where it is going to, number of moles are going to be decreases. Okay, so here if you see, so here what we have, total number of moles how many are there, product 4, total number of reactant how many are there, 2. So decrease in direction means you have to show 4 to 2 means it is favorable for what, backward reaction, or you can call as a what, reverse reaction. You can call as a reverse reaction, or you can tell the reaction shift towards the left. Okay, okay, first pressure effect over. Now let us see the temperature effect. What we have here, increase in temperature. So for that you have to see the delta H symbol. Okay, so delta H symbol what we have here, positive. Positive indicate means what here, it is a endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction means what, it the reaction need the temperature. So it is a plus point for na. Okay, so we need the temperature and you are going to increase the temperature. So the reaction is, if increase the temperature, what happen, it is shift towards the forward direction. Okay, or towards the right. So it is favorable for the what, increase in temperature favors to shift the equilibrium right or forward direction. Now next what we have here, 1 mole of into 1 mole of oxygen. Okay, so gives rise to 2 moles of NO. Okay, so here make it correction, this is a not the solid, it should be oxygen as a gas. Okay, now let us see what is the question our asked, if pressure is increased. Okay, pressure is increases and again what, temperature increases. Now let us see the effect of pressure first. So here what happened, once they are asking about the pressure means you have to go, the number of moles has to be weight decrease. Okay, now if you see the total number of reactant, number of moles how many we have, 2. Number of moles of product how many we have, 2. Difference if you see how much we have, 0. So Once the difference is zero means there has no pressure effect. Okay, why? Because means number of moles of product and number of moles of reactant both are same. Okay, now pressure effect is over. Let us discuss the temperature effect. Now temperature is going to be increases. For that you have to see the delta H symbol. Okay, here delta H nothing is there means what? Here we have the plus symbol, nothing but delta H is positive. Delta H is positive means what? It indicate what? Endothermic reaction. Okay, endothermic reaction means the reaction need the temperature. Okay, so here the reaction need the temperature, you also need the temperature, you are also going to increase the temperature. So this is favorable for what? Forward reaction, or the equilibrium shift toward the right. Okay, so increase in temperature favors to shift the equilibrium right, or you can write as a what? Forward reaction. Now go for the next example. So next exam what we have here, example 2 moles of ozone gives rise to 3 moles of oxygen. Okay, okay, first condition what we have discussed about the in question they ask increase in pressure. Okay, so if you see the number of moles of reactant, how many are we have? 2. Number of moles of product, how many we have? 3. Now, so if pressure increases means we have to show the direction where the number of moles are going to be decreases. So here 3 to 2 means it is favorable for one backward reaction, or the reaction shift towards the left. Okay. Now let us discuss the temperature effect here. Temperature, if you see, we are, what is the condition in question given? The increase in temperature. But here if you see the delta H value, what we have? Negative. This negative indicate means what? This is a exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction means what? In the reaction it is going to liberate the heat. Okay, so here the reaction itself does not want the temperature. Okay, it is going to liberate. Again what you are doing, you are going to increase the temperature. So what happened in the forward direction? It is exothermic reaction. Okay, as you know very well, if you go for the reverse, what happened? The delta H symbol become what? Positive. If you go for the backward reaction, the delta H value having the same magnitude, but the symbol what? You are going to get the positive. Means now if once increase the temperature, it is favorable for what? Backward reaction, or equilibrium shift towards the left. Okay. Now let us see the next example here. Here 1 mole of calcium oxide. Here we have the solid, and 1 mole of CO2. This is a gas. Gives rise to what? Calcium carbonate solid. Again here we have the solid. Okay. Only we left with the only 1 mole of CO2. So there is no effect of pressure. Okay. Pressure effect over. Now let us discuss the temperature. In temperature, what is our question? Temperature is increase. Okay. Now if you see the reaction forward direction, okay, you should remember whatever the given the value. Okay, this indicate this is concerned to what? Forward reaction only. So forward reaction delta H is negative, means again what? Exothermic reaction. So reaction does the itself doesn't want the temperature. So again you are going to increase the temperature. So forward reaction is not favorable. Now if you go for the backward reaction, what happened? For backward reaction, again we discussed delta H value having the same magnitude, but the symbol is what is happening? Plus 70, 176. So if increase the temperature, it the equilibrium shift towards our left. Nothing but is favorable for backward reaction. Okay. Again see another example here. So the dissociation of HI. What's the question? Dissociation of HI is independent of pressure. Okay. While dissociation of PCl3 is depend on pressure applied. Explain. So here we have the two reaction. Okay. So this reaction dissociation means what? HI is going to dissociate as a what? H2I2. This reaction is depends on it is independent on pressure, but here this reaction is dependent on the pressure. Why it is going to, we have to explain. Okay, once they are asking the pressure means you have to see the number of moles. Okay, so here see HA is a gas, is also gas. Now here see total number of reactants, how many we have? 2. Number of moles product, how many we have? 1 plus 1 means 2. So there is a no difference in the number of moles. So number of moles of product and number of moles of reactant both are same. So therefore we don't have any effect on the pressure. Okay. Now let us see the next dissociation of PCl5. So this is PCl5. This is a gas. PCl5 going to dissociate as a 1 mole of PCl3, 1 mole of Cl2. Now let us see here difference in the number of moles. Okay, total number of reactant, how many we have? 1 mole. Number of product, how many we have total? 2. So here we have the difference. So here what happened? Definitely we have difference in the, so number of moles of reactant and products are not same. Definitely there will be what? Effect of pressure will be there. Okay, so they are not asking the increase and decrease in pressure. Okay, so just they are asking pressure effect will be is it there or not? Is it there or not? Simply you have to see number of moles of product and reactant should not be equal. Then only pressure effect will be there. If number of moles of product and number of moles of reactant, if both are same, then pressure effect will not be there. This thing only you have to remember. So once they are asking the pressure effect means definitely you have to see the what number of moles. Simply if they are asking the pressure means you have to link the what number of moles. If they are asking the temperature mean you have to see the delta H symbol. Okay, is it clear? Next. Okay, in our textbook we have the applications of Le Chatelier principle. Okay, for industrial preparation of what? Ammonia and sulfur trioxide. Here we have two applications. Simply here what happened? Prepare for industrial means what? You are going to prepare in the large amount. Okay, lab, if you go for the lab, what happened? We are going to prepare some few samples, but industrial means you are going to prepare in bulk amount. Okay, so here we have two applications for preparation of ammonia and sulfur trioxide. Now let us see, first we have the ammonia. Ammonia we are going to prepare one of the process, name is called as the what? Haber's process. Okay. Now if you see the reaction, as you know very well, 1 mole of nitrogen gas react with 3 moles of hydrogen gas gives rise to 2 moles of ammonia. This is our balanced chemical equation for the preparation of ammonia. Here if you see delta H symbol for what we have negative. It negative indicate means what? It is a exothermic reaction. Means the reaction is going to liberate the energy or heat. Okay. So it is a exothermic reaction. Now for that if you write the equilibrium constant Kc, as you know very well, molar concentration of product and after that you have to molar product of molar concentration of reactant. Now, if you calculate the Kc at 25 degrees, how much you are going to get? 3.6 into 10 to the power of 8. Okay. Already we discussed in the previous video Kc value if more than 10 to the power of 3 or less than 10 to the power of minus 3 and 10 to the power of 3 to the power of minus 3. Okay. Now, it is what? More than 10 to the power of 3 means it indicates means what? The more value 10 to the power of indicates means we have the more amount of product than that of the reactant. Okay. So, here already we discussed K value is directly proportional to product and inversely proportional to reactant. Okay, more the K value, okay, K value is more means more amount of product is going to form. Okay, so here value is more than 10 to the power of 3 means it indicates more amount of ammonia is going to form. Okay, but here large value of Kc at low temperature indicate that all nitrogen and hydrogen has to be converted into ammonia. Means based on this value you can tell, okay, maximum amount of this reactant is consumed and product is formed. But here temperature is what? It is a very low. Okay. However, the thermodynamic factor Kc does not tell how fast the reaction can occur. Okay. Here what happened? If you see the value, it indicates we have the so much value is there. Okay, value is 10 to the power of 3, it is more. But here this amount of 10 to the power, you are getting the product fine, but what is the how much time you are taking? Okay, see your reaction is completed, you are telling that is means how much you are going to get the more amount of product fine, but we need the time also, it's important factor now. Okay, for example I need within 3 days I want the product means if you are taking the 1 month, okay, 1 month mean I don't want. Okay, for us along with the product we need the what? Time also important. So this K value does not develop the time. Okay, rate of reaction means what? You can tell rate of reaction means how fast is going. Okay, I think about rate, how fast is going, it is not going to tell. Okay. Okay, here what we have, reaction N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2 moles of ammonia. Okay, so here if you see the reaction symbol, what we have, delta H is negative. Delta H is negative means what? The reaction itself does not does not need the temperature. But what happened at the low temperature, reaction is going to very slowly. Okay, very slowly. Then we are going to use some catalyst. What is the catalyst here? We are going to use the catalyst with iron and molybdenum as a promoter. Here, as you know very well, catalyst what is going to do? It is increase the rate of reaction. Okay. For example, what is the rate of reaction? For example, for the preparation of, for example, this equation is there. Okay. For example, this for preparation of ammonia, it need for example 3 hours I need. Okay. If you add any catalyst, so what happened? The reaction time may be decreases to 1 hour. Okay. So what is going? Just it increase the rate of reaction, but it does not affect any equilibrium. You are not going to change any equation, isn't it? Just you are going to what? Increase. You are going to decrease the time, or you are going to increase the what? Rate of reaction. So if you use the iron as a catalyst, and what is the promoter means? To activate the again catalyst, we are using the promoter. Okay. So iron as a catalyst and molybdenum as a promoter we are using for the synthesis ammonia. Now if you see the effect of pressure here, role of pressure, what we have equation N2 plus, okay, 3H2 gives rise to 2 moles of ammonia. Okay. Once you are taking the pressure means what, you have to see the number of moles. Now if you see the reactant, how many we have? 3, 1 mole and 3 moles. Total number of reactants, how many we have? 4 moles. Now products, how many we have? 2 moles. Now we need the formation of ammonia, so definitely we have to move what? Forward direction. Forward direction, what is happening? Number of moles are going to be decreases. The number of moles is going to decreases means according to Le-Chatelier principle we have to increase the pressure. So for the preparation of ammonia we are going to use the pressure, high pressure, that is how much? 200 to 500 atmospheric pressure. Okay. Next, now finally here what is the optimum condition for the preparation of ammonia means? Here you are going to use the pressure how much? 200 to 500 atmosphere pressure, and temperature how much? 725 to 775 Kelvin, and iron is a catalyst and promoter is what? Molybdenum. Now let us see the next application what we have. Industrial synthesis of what? Ammonia. Again you are going to prepare, sorry, it is a sulfur dioxide. Okay. So sulfur dioxide, now the balanced chemical equation what we have? 2 moles of SO2 in reaction with 1 mole of oxygen gives rise to 2 moles of SO3. Okay. Now what is the equilibrium constant here? Again you are going to what? Product molar concentration of product to product of molar concentration of reactant. Okay. Again you here if you see the Kc value 10 to the power of 26. Okay. Again it is what? More than 10 to the power of 3. More than 10 to the power of 3. Okay. Now if you see the condition here, large value Kc at low temperature indicate that the reaction should go to completion. Means here more than 10 to the power of 3 means what? Again products are more favorable than the reactant. Okay. But here what we have problem? But oxidation of SO2 to SO3 is a slow process and it does not give significant amount of SO3 even after keeping the reactant in contact with for a long time. So here what happened? You are going to add the oxygen, means what? Oxidation. So here what happened? This is will taking the more time. Why? Because means you're talking about low temperature. So here what we are doing, though the reaction is exothermic, here if you see the delta H symbol, what we have? Negative. Once the delta H is negative means what? It is a exothermic reaction, means the reaction does not need the temperature. Okay. So what happened? Though the reaction is exothermic and it is favorable at low temperature and optimum temperature, still here what happened? It is favorable at low temperature, but we are going to use the optimum temperature how much? 450 to 500 degrees Celsius to maintain the increase the rate of reaction. Means as we told, rate of reaction means what? For example, for this preparation we need the, for example, 3 hours. Okay. If increase the temperature, what happen? It will decrease the time. Maybe it will take 1 hour. Okay. Like that, increase the rate of reaction means what? Simply you are going to decrease the time. Okay. Now, role of catalyst. Here again we are going to use the catalyst. What is the catalyst you are using? Platinized asbestos or vanadium pentoxide is used. Okay. So again what is the use of catalyst means? Increase the rate of reaction. Okay. Means increase the speedness of reaction. Next, role of pressure. Okay. Now if you see the balanced chemical equation here, what happened? So to see the effect of pressure, again we have to see the what? Number of moles. So what we have here, equation 2 moles of sulfur dioxide and reaction with the 1 mole of oxygen gives rise to 2 moles of SO3. Okay. So here if you see the number of moles here, So definitely we need the product, that is SO3 want. Okay, so you have to move in the forward direction. If you see the total number of reactant, how many we have? 3 moles. Here total number of products, how many we have? 2 moles. So number of moles has to be decreased, means now number of moles has to be decreased, means you have to go for the high pressure. But problem what here, but high pressure leads to the what? Corrosion of the reaction chamber. So therefore here we are going to use the optimum pressure. Okay, so even though we have, according to Lichard principle, number of moles are decreased, means you have to go for the high pressure. But here problem we have what? Corrosion of the chamber. So finally here optimum condition for the preparation of sulfur dioxide, what we have? Pressure we have to take the 1 to 2 atma, temperature 673 to 720 Kelvin, and the catalyst what? You can use the iron pentoxide or asbestos. So this is about the what? Lee-Chatelier principle along with the applications and examples.